You're right, guys. Welcome to the latest episode of Muscle Owl Talks. I'm here with John.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
And we're going to talk just a real quick episode about your fundraising that you've been doing over the last few weeks now. This is getting into the final week of fundraising, and we thought it'd be really good to just do a kind of an update video and say one thing I want to say is make sure you watch throughout this final week, maybe just if it's just one day, because some of you've been doing it live as well, haven't you? In fact, let's just start. What is it that you're doing for your fundraising, and why are you doing it? And then we'll get into how people can interact.
Okay. Well, so yeah, I'm basically doing 28 miles in 28 days. Just driving in my wheelchair just over the course of the month of February, and basically just going out in colder weather where I wouldn't usually go out, and just going to force myself to do a mile a day. And the purpose of that is in order to raise money for DMD Pathfinders, who I work for, and provide advice, information, and support for adults living with Duchenne. So yeah, I mean the challenge has been, well, quite tricky for me because the problem I have is my hands get cold. I think everybody's hands get cold, and you lose a bit of mobility when you are cold. But when you have Duchenne and you have so little mobility already, then it basically makes driving almost impossible. You're pretty much almost paralyzed. It paralyzes your hands. So yeah, I knew that this was definitely going to be quite a big challenge for me, and I thought about doing long distance runs, but I thought actually it needs to be manageable for me, but still a challenge. So that's why I came up with the idea of 28 miles over 28 days. And I've been documenting the whole journey on Facebook Live, so people have been able to follow me every day when I go out, and I've been using that as an opportunity to raise awareness about the challenges faced by adults living with DMD.
Yeah, no, I saw, because you did day one was this kind of long feature video, and then from day two onwards, you've been doing live episodes where people have, and that's been really good because not only does it get hundreds of views, but people can interact with you and kind of have a chat. And I've seen that those discussions have ranged from just why you're doing what you're doing, and how it is and what it's like, or it's cold today, whatever today. But they range from that to kind of you giving advice on on DMD or on your life to other people as well. I've seen our friend Vivek's been kind of catching up with some of them and kind of getting involved with some of the advice as well.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to keep the topics varied, and I think that's been a bit of a challenge for me as well, to think of 25 minutes, half an hour worth of things to say.
Yeah.
Because people can come and comment and ask me questions, and I do my best to answer, but a lot of it is just a monologue from me. So I try to keep it a varied range of topics, from managing personal assistance to kind of accessible gaming to nutrition, equipment, assistive technology, and just kind of sharing information about how I live as an adult with DMD, and the approach that I take, and how it affects me really day to day.
And do you think that's kept you going? Because, like you say, it's not a long distance that you've been doing 1 mile a day, but
Yeah.
the continuation of it to do every single day throughout the month. I remember going through some of your videos yesterday, and one of them you'd said, I really didn't want to go out today, but, and it's kind of like, that's some motivation.
Yeah. No, it has been hard. I mean, I manage my energy levels, and I manage to do everything that I do by making sure I take appropriate breaks, and I get rest days and that kind of thing. So um, typically every Sunday I generally just kind of laze about the house and the idea that I would have to go out was like, well, that was the whole reason I didn't get a dog. And yeah, it's not the kind of thing that I would choose to do. So it has at times been very challenging to kind of get the motivation to go out. But yeah, almost like, because I know that people are watching and joining in, that has really helped. Yeah, it's given me the push that I need to get out.
Yeah, I think could there be kind of a push for a culture change, or kind of setting an example here? Because I know that some people with the MD kind of do find it hard to get out of the house and just you can. I know myself. If you end up staying in the house, that can then kind of just prolong you to just not going out of the house, and as you say, problems with cold as well can prevent you from being able to get out of the house. Do you think there's a bit of a mental aspect as well as a physical aspect in that as well?
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, I think there are physical reasons why people might not go out as much. There's also, they might not have someone to go out with, and if they need care, then they might not actually be able to independently go out. But I think it is, and I've experienced this myself. When you don't go out, you get stuck in a rut, and you end up not wanting to leave your house, and it becomes this big, mission. And I think, um, it is important to get out and about, not necessarily every single day. I think, there is a bit of you need an attitude where you're just going to force yourself to do things sometimes.
Yeah.
Even when you don't necessarily want to, because the alternative is just you end up stuck at home and not actually having the opportunity to socialize. And I think um, going out every day in the cold weather that I'm not really used to has actually taught me to adapt. So I discovered new ways of keeping my hands warm, and making sure I wrap up properly, because I often didn't. I went out in just a jumper or thin coat, and then wondered why I was cold. And I think I've gradually just got better at going out in the cold weather, and in fact that's actually opened up new opportunities to me, because previously I wouldn't have considered going out to an outdoor event pretty much between the months of November to April. And now I know that I can manage in the cold. I'm actually up for doing more things. I think in a way this challenge has actually been really good for me in teaching me how to manage better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, your magical hats as well that have helped you stay warm. And they've helped you stay warm. And they've also been kind of a bit of an added extra for people to enjoy watching you go around do your miles in a funny hat.
Yeah, exactly. It started off by, I just got a few comments about how silly my normal hat looks.
So you were like, I'll show you silly.
Exactly. I thought, yep, let's, if we're going to do silly, let's do silly properly.
Nice.
Yeah, it's now become a bit of a thing where, I'm wearing a different silly hat every day, and getting rather strange looks from passers-by, I have to say.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And yeah, well, there's still a week left, so you can still tune in and watch Jon if you haven't yet. We'll be compiling some of the episodes to put out before then, and maybe, I don't know, I think you should use some of it to do a kind of, you could make another film out of all these sort of episodes that you've done, mini series. But
Yes.
yeah, definitely tune in through this last week. And of course, you're raising money for the MD Pathfinders for it. How can people donate to that?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's been a fun challenge, but the point is we are raising money so that DMD Pathfinders can carry on supporting adults living with Duchenne. So I've got a fundraising page on My Donate. You can search for Jon Hastie's 28-mile challenge, and also pop over to the DMD Pathfinders page, and also my own personal page. all of the posts that I'm putting up about the walk are public, so anyone can read them. And yeah, I mean, just do get in touch, say hello, and yeah, above all, if you can afford to donate, and if not, can you share my post on Facebook and help me spread the word and help more adults living with DMD?
Wonderful. And well, we'll do another review episode in a few weeks' time to go back over everything. And yeah, so tune in and thanks for watching. And we'll see you all again soon.
Thanks all.
Bye,
See you.
guys.